Hello friends, welcome to Take It to Cook. Today we are going to discuss the second part of chemical kinetics. That is, in this part we will discuss about kinetics of complex reaction and collision theory. Okay, in the first part we have already discussed about the basic part of chemical kinetics. If you want to see the previous video, I will give the link of this video in the I button. You can see from there. Okay, and in the last part और एक part आएगा जिसमें we will discuss about transition state theory and enzyme catalysis part. Okay, so start करते हैं आज का topic. Kinetics of complex reaction. For reversible reaction, suppose a reversible reaction A to B, the forward reaction rate constant is K1 and the backward reaction rate constant is K inverse 1. Okay, and let us consider both the process forward and backward are of first order. Then the rate law becomes K1 plus K inverse 1 is equal to 1 by T ln K1A by K1A minus K1 plus K inverse 1 into X. Okay, and the net rate of formation of B is equal to K1 into A minus X minus K1 into X. Okay, now if the forward and backward process are of second order, that is A plus B to C plus D, and the rate constant of forward reaction is K1 and the rate constant of backward reaction is K inverse 1, then the rate law becomes K1 minus K inverse 1 is equal to 1 by T into A minus B ln B into X minus A by A into X minus B. Okay, now comes to parallel reaction. Suppose example of parallel reaction A to B and A to C, and the rate constant of A to B is K1 and the rate constant of A to C is K2. Okay, then the rate law becomes K1 plus K2 is equal to 1 by T ln A by A minus X, and the concentration of A at time T, that is concentration of AT, is equal to concentration of A naught into e to the power minus K1 plus K2 into T. Okay, and the concentration of B at time T is equal to K1 into concentration of A naught by K1 plus K2 into 1 minus e to the power minus K1 plus K2 into T. Okay, similarly in case of C, that is the concentration of C at time T is equal to K2 into concentration of A naught by K1 plus K2 into 1 minus e to the power minus of K1 plus K2 into T. Okay, if you remember this term, that is concentration of B at time T, then you can easily remember this, that is the concentration of C at time T, because only change is there here K1, that is K1, and in case of C there is K2 for K2. Okay, or remaining will same. Hence if we divide this, that is concentration of B at time T and concentration of C at time T, that is rate of formation of B by rate of formation of C, is equal to K1 by K2, because only K1 and K2 are different and the others part are same. Hence the others part cancel out, only remaining term is K1 by K2. Now consecutive reaction. Suppose a consecutive reaction is A to I and I to P. I is the intermediate, P is the product. Okay, and K1 is the rate constant for A to I and K2 is the rate constant for I to P. Okay, and then the initial concentration of A, that is A naught, is equal to concentration of A plus concentration of I plus concentration of P. Okay, and concentration of A, that is the concentration of A at time T, is equal to concentration of A naught into e to the power minus K1 into T, and concentration of I is equal to K1 by K2 minus K1 into e to the power minus K1 into T minus e to the power minus K2 into T into concentration of anode. Okay, and concentration of P is equal to 1 minus 1 by K2 minus K1 into K2 into e to the power minus K1 into T minus K1 into e to the power minus K2 into T into concentration of anode. Okay, now comes to T max. What is T max? T max is the time at which the concentration of I become maximum. Okay, Tmax is the time at which the concentration of I become maximum. Okay, and what is the equation for Tmax? Tmax is equal to 1 by K1 minus K2 ln K1 by K2. Okay, and the Imax is equal to concentration of anode into K2 by K1 to the power K2 by K1 minus K2. Okay. Now collision theory of bimolecular gaseous reaction. Suppose the bimolecular gaseous reaction, hence here let us consider at first the molecular same, then A plus A to P, and this time number of collision per unit volume per unit time, that is ZAA is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square U bar Na square. Okay, where sigma is the collision diameter, U bar is equal to average speed, which is expressed as root over of 8 kBt by pi m, where kb is the Boltzmann constant and Na is the Avogadro number. Okay, but if the molecular different, then A plus B to P, then ZAB is equal to pi sigma square AB U bar Na star and Nb star into. Okay, so here sigma is also collision diameter, U bar is also average speed, but Na star is equal to Na by V, that is number of molecule of A per unit volume. Okay, similarly Nb star is equal to Nb by V. Okay, and it is also the number of molecule of B per unit volume. Okay, and what is sigma? That is sigma is collision diameter, but how can it be calculated? We will discuss next. Rate constant K is equal to pi into sigma square AB U bar Na into e to the power minus A by RT. Okay, and we know Arrhenius equation is equal to K into A in, K is equal to A into e to the power minus A by RT. Okay, this is the similar type of reaction equation. Hence, by comparing these two equations, we can write A is equal to pi sigma AB square U bar Na. Okay, now how can we calculate the sigma square sigma AB? Suppose it is a molecule A and it is a molecule B. Okay, this is the nucleus of A and this is the nucleus of B, and sigma is the distance from nucleus of one atom to the nucleus of another atom, that is from here to here. This total is denoted as sigma AB. Okay, and this is radius of A and this is radius of B, hence we can also write sigma AB is equal to RA plus RB. Okay, now if you know the value of RA and RB, you can easily calculate the sigma AB part. Okay, now Lindemann's theory of unimolecular reaction. This is happen in three process. At first, activation process, A plus A to A star plus A. Okay, at first the A molecule getting activated and the rate constant here K1, and we can write here rate is equal to K1 into concentration of A the square. Okay, in the second process, that is deactivation process, A star plus A to A plus A. Okay, where the rate constant is K2. that is the amount, which amount of molecule activated, among them sum of the amount deactivated also. Okay, and in such case rate is equal to K2 into concentration of A star into concentration of A. Okay, and in the last step the product is found from the activated complex, that is A star to P, where rate constant is K3, and rate is equal to, we can write K3 into concentration of A star. Okay, here A star is the intermediate, hence we can apply the steady state approximation for it. Okay, hence we can write concentration of D of A star by dt is equal to K1 into concentration of A square, because here in the first step A star is formed, in the second step A star got decomposed, that is minus of K2 into concentration of A star into concentration of A, here also decomposed, that is minus K3 into concentration of A star is equal to 0. From this we can write concentration of A star is equal to K1 into concentration of A square by K2 into concentration of A plus K3. Okay, again this step A star to P, since here product is formed and this is slow process, and it is the rate determining process, hence we can write also rate is equal to K3 into concentration of A star, and we know the value of A star. Now put this value on this equation and we get rate is equal to K1 into K3 into concentration of A square by K2 into concentration of A plus K3. Okay, now if you want to express this rate in terms of pressure, then the equation becomes R is equal to K1 into K3 into PA square by K2 into PA plus K3. Only concentration of A is replaced by PA. Okay, now we consider two cases, at low pressure and at high pressure. If the pressure is low, then K2 into PA less than K3. Okay, then we can neglect this part and we can write rate is equal to K1 into K3 into PA square by K3 is equal to K1 into PA square, that is it is the second order reaction becomes. At high pressure K2 into PA greater than K3, hence we can neglect the K3 part and get R is equal to K1 into K3 into PA square by K2 into PA. Okay, is equal to K1 into K3 by K2 into PA, that is the reaction is first order. Hence we got that at low temperature the equation becomes second order, and at high pressure the equation becomes first order. Okay, this is all from the second part of chemical kinetics, and in the last part, that is in the third part, we will discuss about transition state theory and enzyme catalysis. If this video is helpful for you, then like this video and subscribe the channel for next video. Thank you.